For 150 days, the waters prevailed upon the earth. The ark floated on a vast, lonely ocean, carrying the only survivors of God's judgment. But then, the Bible gives us a beautiful phrase. God remembered Noah. God hadn't forgotten. This phrase means the time of judgment was over. The time of mercy had come. He sent a wind over the earth, and the waters began to recede. The mountains appeared. The ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. But Noah couldn't see outside. He was inside the ark, trusting God's timing. So he sent out a raven, then a dove. The first dove returned because it found nowhere to land. The second dove returned with a freshly plucked olive leaf in its beak, proof that new life was sprouting on the earth. The third dove never returned. The ground was dry. The waiting was almost over. Then God spoke to Noah. Come out of the ark. Imagine that moment. After more than a year inside the ark, Noah, his family, and all the animals stepped out onto a brand new world. The earth was clean. The violence was gone. It was like a second creation. The first thing Noah did when he stepped off the ark, he built an altar to the Lord. He didn't build a house for himself first. He didn't plant a vineyard first. He worshipped. He took some of the clean animals and birds and sacrificed them on the altar. It was an act of thanksgiving, acknowledging that God had saved them. The smell of that sacrifice rose to heaven, and God was pleased. He made a promise in his heart. Never again will I curse the ground because of humans. Never again will I destroy all living creatures as I have done. As long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, cold and hot summer and winter, day and night will never cease. God was hitting the reset button on creation. God blessed Noah and his sons and gave them instructions similar to what Adam received. Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth. But now, God also established a covenantous sacred promise. He said, I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be destroyed by a flood. I have set my rainbow in the clouds as a sign of this covenant. Every time we see a rainbow, it's not just beauty, it's God's promise of mercy. But the story takes a dark turn. Noah, the righteous man, became a farmer and planted a vineyard. Made wine, drank too much, and lay uncovered inside his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father's nakedness and went and told his two brothers outside. But Shem and Japheth took a garment, walked in backward, and covered their father without looking at him. When Noah woke up and realized what had happened, he pronounced a blessing and a curse blessing on Shem and Japheth, and a curse on Canaan, Ham's son. Let's summarize what Genesis chapters 8 and 9 teach us. First, God remembered Noah. After months of floating, God brought Noah and his family safely to dry ground. Noah responded with worship, building an altar and offering sacrifices to the Lord. Second, God made a covenant with creation. He promised never again to destroy all life with a flood. The rainbow is the sign of that covenant, a reminder of God's mercy hanging in the sky every time rain comes. Third, God gave humanity a fresh start. He repeated the command to be fruitful and multiply, gave animals for food, and established the sanctity of human life. Whoever sheds human blood, by humans shall their blood be shed. For in the image of God has God made mankind. Fourth, Noah's sin revealed his sons' hearts. Ham dishonored his father by exposing his shame, while Shem and Japheth showed respect by covering him. This led to blessings and a curse that would shape the nations to come. Noah, the hero of the flood, is shown to be a flawed human being just like us. The man who was righteous in his generation still struggled with sin. The story of Noah after the flood is full of hope and warning. Here are 3 life lessons we can carry with us. First, new beginnings start with worship. When Noah stepped onto the new earth, the first thing he did was build an altar. He didn't rush to build his own life first. He thanked God. When God gives you a fresh start after a failure, after a trial, after a difficult season, don't run straight to your plans. Build an altar. Worship. Acknowledge that your salvation came from Him. Second, the rainbow is a promise of mercy. Every time you see a rainbow, remember, God keeps His promises. The same rain that once judged the earth now brings a promise of mercy. In a world of storms, God has given us signs of his faithfulness. The rainbow isn't just a meteorological event. It's a theological statement. God is patient. God is merciful. God keeps his word. Third, how we respond to others' failures reveals our character. Ham saw his father's shame and exposed it. Shem and Japheth saw it and covered it. One brought dishonor, the others brought dignity. We all have moments of weakness. We all stumble. The question is, when you see someone else's failure, do you expose it to make yourself look better, or do you cover it with grace? Proverbs 10:12 says, "Love covers all wrongs." Fourth, even the greatest heroes of faith are human. Noah walked with God. He was righteous. He saved the human race. And yet, he got drunk and lay naked in his tent. This doesn't excuse his sin, but it reminds us that there is only one perfect Savior. Don't put your ultimate hope in any human leader. Put your hope in Jesus, the one who never failed. The rainbow reminds us that judgment is past and mercy has come. And one day, we will see another rainbow around the throne of God in Revelation, reminding us that our salvation is secure forever. The rainbow's such a simple, beautiful sight. But now, every time you see one, you'll remember. God keeps his promises. He is a God of mercy, patience, and covenant love. Thank you for joining us as we continue our journey through Genesis. If this video encouraged you or taught you something new, please take a moment to like this video. It helps more people discover these life-changing truths. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss the next story in our series. Coming up, we'll explore the Tower of Babel, how humanity scattered and why God confused their languages. And if you know someone who needs to be reminded that God's mercy is new every morning, share this video with them today. We'll see you in the next video. God bless.